Hey lovely YouTubers, how you doing? I was about to watch an episode of Glee and I thought I'd make a video. My hair sucks today. Well, it always sucks, but yeah, it's pissing me off. I'm rocking my Obama shirt. I have mad love for the US president. I really want him to come and be our president, please, just for a day. Show our government a thing or two. So yeah, I kind of want to talk about something that's been happening in Glee with the whole Britney Santana thing. I hope I'm not ruining anyone's storyline if you're a little bit behind, but there's a lot of talking about being who you are and talking about homophobic bullying, and I just wanted to kind of reflect upon incidents that happened to me at school, because at the time I hadn't come out to anyone, and I kind of still haven't really officially come out to people. But I'm sure people that know me closely will know that I do identify myself as bisexual, and not in like a trendy way, like everyone's bi, as in I am actually bisexual. I do fall in love with men and women, and I find men and women attractive, and I do find it that it's 50-50 for me completely. I don't prefer one sex or the other. That's just who I am. I fall in love with who I fall in love with. Personality, gender isn't really anything I look for. I mean, it is, obviously it's there, but it's not. It's more to do with the person. So if I fall in love with a woman, fall in love with a man, it doesn't faze me. It doesn't worry me. That's their gender, and I love that. I love both. So yeah, that's what I identify as. I additionally thought I was gay for a long time. Sorry, I'm dropping like biscuits on myself. I additionally grew up from about the age of about 8 to 14, 15. I did believe I was gay, but then I realised kind of around 16 years old that I'm not. I realised I learned more about human sexuality in school, and I learned the term about bisexuality, which I didn't really know what that was until I was in my teens, because I kind of lived not sheltered, but I went to church school and they didn't really talk about stuff like that. So I learned about that kind of thing. And I realised, I think this is what I am. And I didn't really want to tell anyone because I knew how judgmental people are. And this was still, obviously, wasn't even as accepting as it is now, because that was around 2004, 2005. And it's only 5-6 years ago, but a lot has happened in 5 or 6 years. And I think people were still not as accepting as they are today. Some people will never change. Some people have changed their opinions, I'm glad to say. But I saw a lot of homophobic bullying, not as in physically, but I saw a lot of mental, I saw a lot of verbal abuse to people. People generally didn't come out as gay. A lot of the people that I know from school that were gay, I would have come out after high school, when they were in university, college, jobs. I think when they knew themselves a bit better than they did as teenagers. So that's how I learned about people in school. It wasn't really a big thing. Nobody talked about it in school. It just wasn't made a big deal out of. It was kind of not shunned, but it was kind of hidden away. It wasn't to be mentioned. So I never mentioned it to anyone. I didn't date. I still obviously haven't dated. I've talked about this before. I'm a really shy person, but obviously I would like to date one day if I met a nice man or woman. That would be great, but so I never have. And I remember mentioning it to someone who I thought was a friend at the time. I used to be very trustworthy. I'm not anymore, sadly. I used to be very trustworthy of most people, until I learned that a lot of people who I did trust and tell secrets to would just turn around and tell other people, or they'd stop being my friend and stuff like that. So I told somebody in secret that I thought that I was gay at first, and they were so lovely and so sweet. And then I told them, I don't think I am actually gay. I do think I'm bisexual. That's more kind of suited to my sexuality, what I think I am. But obviously, being 14 at the time, I didn't really truly still know. And they were like, oh, that's fine, that's a lot of people in school are, don't worry. They were so sweet about it, and I thought I was going to lose a friend, because a few people I've said it to aren't really. It's not like they're not my friends, but I know I didn't know, but they don't agree with it, and obviously they don't associate with people of the LGBT community of the people, so that's fine. And not everyone is going to support it, not everyone's going to think it's right, and that's their opinion. But there's a difference between not thinking something is okay or right, having the opinion in your head, and acting upon it by being physical or mental, abusive, bullying in any kind of way, that is wrong. That should never happen to anybody. But so I told this person, they were so nice about it, and I was like, right, I'm really glad I told them. I'm not going to tell one person, because you start to tell more than one person, everyone finds out. People ask you a lot of questions, there's always hassle, and I didn't even know myself. I still don't really know myself, but at 14 I didn't know myself. Then, a few weeks later, I got really funny looks. Sorry, hiccuping. I got really funny looks in the corridor, and I was like, right, is there something on my face? Like, I didn't know. And just people kind of giving bad looks after a while and whispering and laughing at me. Then I had a lot of people whispering like, lesbo, dyke, all this kind of like, just words for lesbians and stuff. And I was like, they're talking about me, they can't be talking about me. Deep down, I knew what they were talking about me. And I said to my friend, I said, you haven't said anything, did you, about what I told you? She was like, no, I never would. And I was like, are you sure? Because I heard a lot of people saying these kind of words, and I feel like they were saying it to me. She was like, no, I never do that. I said, okay, I totally trust you. They may be saying it to somebody else, maybe they were just being horrible for no reason. She was like, that's right, just like totally agreeing with me. Didn't even bat an eyelid or apologise or feel bad. Then the next day, I went into the cafeteria to get lunch, and this girl was like, don't sit near me, fucking lesbian. I said, what? I said, I'm not. Obviously I was being really defensive, because I was like, what? I'm not. Obviously, when you try and act like, no, I'm not, it looks more like you actually are. And she was like, oh, you're a stupid fucking dyke. She shoved me against the wall. And at 14, I was even shyer than I am now. I didn't fight back, I didn't know what to do. But I shoved her to get her off me, because I thought she was going to punch me in the face. She ended up like kicking me in my lady parts. Shoving me on the floor. It was pretty, wasn't great. It just kind of like, basically like giving me a nice old attack in the cafeteria, and I was just like, she just left, and was like, oh, stupid lesbian and stuff. But that was the only time really anything physical happened at school. It was really just kind of like words. There was 2 girls one day after school pushed me into the road. Oh, that was my Twitter. My favourite YouTuber tweeted me. Hey. Like 2 girls pushed me into the road once. One girl pushed me into a bush. I mean, it's not anything like on a scale of what you hear today, but, at the time, I was only 14 years old. I was like, why is this happening? And obviously this girl, she wouldn't ever admit it, has gone around and told people whether or not she actually did truly accept it, and she was just trying to be my friend, or whether she thought it would make people like her if she thought to gossip about me. I don't know. I don't know why she does. I don't know why people do it. I don't know. But I've made my peace with who I am. My friends have made peace with it. Most of them think it's quite cool. I don't think it's cool. I think it's just part of me. I'm sure, what I say to my gay friends and I say to my bi friends, do you enjoy do you enjoy being the sexuality you are? A lot of them sadly say no. If I could wake up tomorrow and be straight, I would. And I think, I totally understand it. If I could just wake up tomorrow and be like, I really just like guys, and never be attracted to a woman or have a crush on a woman, maybe I would, because life would just be so much easier. But I don't, I really don't. So I am who I think I am. Then that's cool. As Gaga says, born this way. Don't meant to be, stereotyping anything, but it's a classic song of saying, you are who you are. And I just don't think anyone should ever have to wake up in the morning and say, I wish I was somebody else, because you're all beautiful the way you are, gay, bi, straight, transgender, transsexual, black, white, Hispanic. Love knows no gender, illusion, anything like that. And I pray that anybody that's getting bullied, homophobic, bullying, any kind of bullying, has the courage to speak up or fight back. I know they say fighting isn't good, it isn't good, but sometimes people need to be fought back against to realise that they cannot mess with you, and they'll realise. So it's a little bit about me, being 21 now, I'm an adult, I live by myself, I work. Sexuality doesn't really come up, I'm not really out and proud. I don't talk about it with everyone. I don't talk about it with hardly anyone. It's just a little tiny, tiny percentage of who I am. So there's a lot more to me than just sexuality. So, I mean, that's a little bit about my experiences. You know, after high school, guys, things get a lot better. Well, they did for me. I think they do for quite a lot of people as well. So I really hope that they do for you. And just be yourself. Always be yourself. That's the best advice anyone could ever give. Always be yourself. Alright, guys. I love you all. Hope this helped a bit. Bye.